Morning, welcome to Colin's Reading Aloud Project Part 112. Another 1,000 words starting now. Gourmets, goustier, goustiest, goustrous, gousty, gout, goutflies, goutfly, goutier, goutiest, goutily, goutiness, goutinesses, gouts, gout, gouts, goutweed, goutweeds, goutwort, goutwarts, gouty, gouvernante, gouvernants, gov, govern, governabilities, governability, governable, governableness, governall, governalls, governance, governances, governant, governance, governed, governess, governest, governesses, governessing, governessy, governing, government, governmental, governmentalize, governmentalism, governmentalist, governmentalize, governmentally, governmentalese, governmentaleases, governments, governor, governorate, governorates, governors, governorship, governorships, governs, govs, gowan, gowand, gowans, gowany, gowd, gowder, gowdist, gouds, gouds pink, gouds pinks, gouf, goufed, gouffer, goufers, goufed, goufing, goufs, gowk, gowks, gowl, gowlan, gowland, gowlands, gowlands, gowled, gowling, gowls, gown, gown boy, gown boys, gowned, gowning, gown man, gown men, gowns, gownsman, gownsmen, gowpen, gowpenful, gowpenfuls, gowpens, gox, goxes, goy, goyim, goyish, 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 goyle, goyles, goys, gozan, gozans, gral, grals, grab, grabbable, grabbed, grabber, grabbers, grabbier, grabbiest, grabbing, grabble, grabbled, grabbler, grabblers, grabbles, grabbling, grabby, graben, grabens, grabs, grace, graced, graceful, gracefuller, gracefulest, gracefully, gracefulness, gracefulnesses, graceless, gracelessly, gracelessness, gracelessnesses, graces, gracile, gracileness, gracilenesses, graciles, gracilis, gracilities, gracility, gracing, graciosities, graciosity, gracioso, graciosos, gracious, graciously, graciousness, graciousnesses, grackle, grackles, grad, gradabilities, gradability, gradable, gradableness, gradablenesses, gradables, gradate, gradated, gradates, gradatim, gradating, gradation, gradational, gradationally, gradationed, gradations, gradatories, gradatory, graden, gradened, gradening, gradens, grade, graded, gradeless, gradelier, gradeliest, gradely, grader, graders, grades, gradient, gradienter, gradienters, gradients, gradin, gradine, gradines, grading, gradings, gradini, gradino, gradins, gradiometer, gradiometers, grads, gradual, gradualism, gradualisms, gradualist, gradualistic, gradualists, gradualities, graduality, gradually, gradualness, gradualnesses, graduals, graduand, graduands, graduate, graduated, graduates, graduateship, graduateships, graduating, graduation, graduations, graduator, graduators, gradus, graduses, gracize, gracized, gracizes, gracizing, gracize, gracized, gracizes, gracizing, graph, graft, graphing, graffiti, graffitied, graffitiing, graffitiing, graffitis, graffitist, graffitists, graffito, graphs, graft, graftage, graftages, graft, grafted, grafter, grafters, grafting, graftings, grafts, graham, grahams, grail, grail, grails, grails, grain, grainage, grainages, grain, grained, grainer, grainers, grains, grainfield, grainfields, grainier, grainiest, graininess, graininesses, graining, grainings, grainless, grains, grainy, grape, grapes, graith, graithed, graithing, graithly, graiths, grakel, grakels, gralatorial, gralloch, grallocked, grallocking, grallocks, gram, grammar, grammaries, grammary, grammari, grammarize, grammars, gramash, gramashes, grame, gramercies, gramercy, grames, gramicidin, gramicidins, graminaceous, gramineous, graminiculus, graminivorous, graminologies, graminology, grammar, grammage, grammages, grammarlog, grammarlogs, grammar, grammarian, grammarians, grammarless, grammars, grammus, grammatic, grammatical, grammatically, grammaticality, grammatically, grammaticalness, grammaticaster, grammaticasters, grammaticize, grammaticized, grammaticizes, grammaticizing, grammaticism, grammaticisms, grammaticize, grammaticized, grammaticizes, grammaticizing, grammatist, grammatists, grammatologies, grammatologist, grammatologists, grammatology, gram, grams, gramosh, gramoshes, gramophone, gramophones, gramophonic, gramophonically, gramophonies, gramophonist, gramophonists, gramophony, gramp, grandpa, grandpas, grampies, gramps, grampus, grampuses, grampy, grams, gran, grana, granadilla, granadillas, granaries, granary, grand, grandad, granddaddies, granddaddy, granddads, grandam, granddame, granddames, granddams, grandaunt, granddaunts, grandbabies, grandbaby, grandchild, grandchildren, granddad, granddaddies, granddaddy, granddads, grandam, grandams, granddaughter, granddaughters, grandee, grandees, grandeeship, grandeships, grander, grandest, grandeur, grandeurs, grandfather, grandfathered, grandfathering, grandfatherly, grandfathers, grandiflora, grandifloras, grandiloquents, grandiloquences, grandiloquent, grandiloquently, grandiloquous, grandiose, grandiosely, grandioseness, grandiosenesses, grandiosities, grandiosity, grandioso, grandkid, grandkids, grandly, grandma, grandmamma, grandmammas, grandmamma, grandmammas, grandmas, grandmaster, grandmasters, grandmother, grandmotherly, grandmothers, grandnephew, grandnephews, grandness, grandnesses, grandniece, grandnieces, grandpa, grandpapa, grandpapas, grandparent, grandparental, grandparenthood, grandparents, grandpas, grands, grandsir, grandsire, grandsires, grandsirs, grandson, grandsons, grandstand, grandstanded, grandstander, grandstanders, grandstanding, grandstandings, grandstands, grandstood, granduncle, granduncles, grandfer, grandfers, grange, granger, grangerization, grangerizations, grangerize, grangerized, grangerizer, grangerizers, grangerizes, grangerizing, grangerism, grangerisms, grangerization, grangerizations, grangerize, grangerized, grangerizer, grangerizers, grangerizes, grangerizing, grangers, granges, granita, granitas, granite, granite-like, granites, graniteware, granitewares, granitic, granitification, granitiform, granitization, granitizations, granitize, granitized, granitizes, granitizing, granitite, granitites, granitization, granitizations, granitize, granitized, granitizes, granitizing, granitoid, granivore, granivores, graniferous, granam, granams, granny, grannied, grannying, grannies, granom, granoms, granny, grannying, grannyish, granodiorite, granodiorites, granodioritic, granola, granolas, granolith, granolithic, granolithics, granoliths, granofire, granofires, granofiric, grants, grant, grantable, granted, grantee, grantees, granter, granters, granting, grantor, grantors, grants, grantsman, grantsmanship, grantsmanships, grantsmen, granular, granularities, granularity, granularly, granulary, granulates, granulated, granulator, granulates, granulates, granulating, granulation, granulations, granulative, granulator, granulators, granule, granules, granuliferous, granuliform, granulite, granulites, granulitic, granulite, granulitization, granulitization, granulocyte, granulocyte, granulocytes, granulocytic, granuloma, granulomas, granulomata, granulomatus, granulose, granulosis, granulosis, granulus, granum, grape, graped, grapefruit, grapefruits, grapeless, grape lice, grape-like, grape louse, grape graperies, grapery, grapes, grapeseed, grapeseeds, grapeshot, grapeshots, grapestone, grapestones, grapetree, grapetrees, grapevine, grapevines, grapey, graph, graft, grapheme, graphemes, graphemic, graphemically, graphemics, graphene, graphenes, graphic, graphicacies, graphicacy, graphical, graphically, graphicalness, graphicalnesses, graphically, graphicness, graphicnesses, graphics, graphing, graphite, graphites, graphitic, graphitizable, graphitization, graphitization, graphitize, graphitized, graphitizes, graphitizing, graphitizable, graphitization, graphitizations, graphitize, graphitized, graphitizes, graphitizing, graphitoid, graphium, graphiums, grapholect, grapholects, graphologic, graphological, graphologies, graphologist, graphologists, graphology, graphomania, graphomanias, graphomotor, graphophobia, graphophobias, graphs, grapier, grapiest, grapiness, grapinesses, graping, grapple, graplement, graplements, graples, grapelin, grappling, grapline, graplines, grapplins, grapnel, grapnels, grapper, grappers, grapple, grappled, grappler, grapplers, grapples, grappling, grapplings, graptolite, graptolites, graptolytic, grapey, grasp, graspable, grasped, grasper, graspers, grasping, graspingly, graspingness, graspingnesses, graspless, grasps, grass, grassbird, grassbirds, grassed, grasser, grassers, grasses, grassfinch, grassfinches, grasshook, grasshooks, grasshopper, grasshoppers, grassier, grassiest, grassily, grassiness, grassinesses, grassing, grassings, grassland, grasslands, grassless, grasslike, grassplot, grassplots, grassquit, grassquits, grassroot, grassroots, grassum, grassums, grassrack, grassracks, grassy, grassed, grate, grat, grate, grated, grateful, gratefuller, gratefulest, gratefully, gratefulness, gratefulnesses, grateless, greater, graters, grates, graticulation, graticulations, graticule, graticules, gratification, gratifications, gratified, gratifier, gratifiers, gratifies, gratify, gratifying, gratifyingly, gratilities, gratility, gratin, gratinate, gratinated, gratinates, gratinating, gratine, gratinate, gratinade, gratinaying, gratinays, grating, gratingly, gratings, gratin, gratins, gratis, gratitude, gratitudes, gratoire, gratoires, gratuities, gratuitous, gratuitously, gratuitousness, gratuity, gratulant, gratulate, gratulated, gratulates, gratulating, gratulation, gratulations, gratulatory, graunch, graunched, grauncher, graunchers, graunches, graunching, grawpel, grawpels, grav, gravadlax, gravadlaxes, gravamen, gravamens, gravamina, grave, graved, gravedigger, gravediggers, gravel, gravelled, graveless, gravelike, gravelling, gravelish, gravelled, gravelling, gravelly, gravels, gravely, graven, gravenness, gravennesses, graviolent, graver, grave robber, grave robbers, gravers, graves, graveside, gravesides, gravesite, gravesites, gravest, gravestone, gravestones, gravewood, graveyard, graveyards, gravid, gravida, gravidi, gravidas, gravidities, gravidity, gravidly, gravidness, gravidnesses, gravies, gravimeter, gravimeters, gravimetric, gravimetrical, gravimetrically, gravimetries, gravimetry, graving, gravings, graviperception, gravis, gravitas, gravituses, gravitate, gravitated, gravitator, gravitators, gravitates, gravitating, gravitation, gravitational, gravitationally, gravitations, gravitative, gravities, gravitino, gravitinos, gravitometer, gravitometers, graviton, gravitons, gravity, gravlax, gravlax, gravlaxes, gravs, gravure, gravures, gravy, grey, greyback, greybacks, greybeard, greybearded, greybeards, greyed, greyer, greyest, greyfish, greyfishes, greyflies, greyfly, greyhead, greyheaded, greyheads, greyhen, greyhens, greyhound, greyhounds, greying, greyish, greylag, greylags, grail, grails, greyling, greylings, greylist, greylisted, greylisting, greylists, greyly, greymale, greymales, greyness, greynesses, greyout, greyouts, greys, greyscale, greystone, greystones, greywhack, grey wax, grey water, grey waters, grey weather, grey weathers, grazeable, graze, grazeable, grazed, grazer, grazers, grazes, grazier, graziers, grazing, grazingly, grazings, grazioso, grease, grease ball, grease balls, grease band, grease bands, grease bush, grease bushes, greased, greaseless, grease paint, grease paints, grease proof, grease proofs, greaser, greasers, greases, grease wood, grease woods, greasier. And that's the 1000, exactly 15 minutes today. I'll stop there and see you tomorrow.